Processed cheese. Processed cheese is a manufactured food product made by blending natural cheeses with emulsifying salts, oils, and other additives to create a smooth, uniform result. It has a soft, pale yellow appearance and a consistently mild flavor that remains identical from slice to slice. The product is made by heating real cheese with stabilizers and binding agents, which breaks down the natural structure and creates a more pliable, shelf-stable form. This process allows the final product to melt evenly and hold its shape at room temperature without separating or hardening. When sliced or unwrapped, processed cheese has a flat, uniform surface with no air pockets, no rind, and very little variation in color or texture throughout. It is often packaged individually in plastic film or sold in blocks and loaves. Processed cheese is commonly chosen by those who prefer a mild, predictable flavor and a product that melts smoothly without clumping or becoming greasy during cooking. Margarine. Margarine is a butter substitute made from vegetable oils that have been processed to mimic the appearance, texture, and function of dairy butter. It is typically yellow in color, soft at room temperature, and sold in tubs or wrapped blocks depending on its fat content. To produce margarine, liquid vegetable oils are partially solidified through a process called hydrogenation, or more recently through interesterification, which rearranges the fat molecules to create a firmer consistency. Additional colorings, flavorings, and emulsifiers are added afterward to match the look and taste of real butter more closely. When spread on bread or used in cooking, margarine behaves similarly to butter, but often has a slightly lighter and less rich flavor profile. Some varieties contain added vitamins to compensate for nutrients absent in the base ingredients. Margarine is typically chosen by those who want a lower-cost butter alternative or who prefer to avoid dairy products in their daily diet. Imitation crab meat. Imitation crab meat is a seafood substitute made primarily from processed white fish, most commonly Alaska pollock, which is pulverized into a paste and blended with starch, egg whites, flavorings, and colorings to replicate the appearance of genuine crab meat. It has a pink and white exterior, a slightly firm and fibrous texture, and a mild, faintly sweet flavor designed to resemble the taste of genuine crab meat. The production process involves forming the fish paste into flat sheets, cooking them, and then cutting or shaping them into logs or strands that visually imitate the layered texture of crab legs. Artificial flavoring compounds and crab extract are added in small amounts to enhance the seafood quality of the product. When pulled apart, imitation crab separates into soft, stringy layers that have a chewy consistency and a light pinkish-orange color on the outside. It is often chosen by those looking for a more affordable seafood option or by those who want crab-like flavor in dishes such as sushi rolls, salads, and seafood dips. Artificial vanilla flavoring. Artificial vanilla flavoring is a synthetic compound used to replicate the taste and aroma of natural vanilla extract without using vanilla beans. It has a strong, sweet, and slightly sharp scent and a clean, consistent flavor that delivers uniformity across different batches and products. The primary compound used is vanillin, which is the main flavor molecule found in real vanilla but is produced chemically from sources such as wood pulp byproducts or petrochemical compounds rather than from vanilla plants. This synthetic version is produced at a fraction of the cost of natural vanilla and is widely used in baked goods, beverages, ice creams, and packaged snack products. When used in cooking or baking, artificial vanilla flavoring delivers a recognizable sweetness and warmth, though some people detect a slightly flat or one-dimensional quality compared to the more complex profile of real extract. It is commonly chosen by food manufacturers and home cooks who want consistent vanilla flavor at a significantly lower cost than the natural alternative. Chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets are a processed poultry product made by grinding or chopping chicken meat, binding it with fillers and additives, and shaping it into small uniform pieces before coating and frying. They have a golden, crispy outer breading and a soft, pale interior that consists of a mixture of dark and white chicken meat along with water, salt, starch, and sometimes textured proteins. To produce them, chicken scraps and trimmings are mechanically separated and blended into a consistent paste, which is then shaped into pieces using industrial molds. The shaped mixture is coated in a seasoned batter and pre-fried at the factory before being frozen for distribution. When cooked at home or in restaurants, the outer layer becomes crisp and light brown, while the inside remains soft and slightly spongy in texture. The flavor is mild, salty, and lightly seasoned, designed to appeal broadly across different age groups. Chicken nuggets are commonly chosen by those looking for a quick and convenient protein option, particularly by children and families who prefer an easy-to-eat, predictable product. Instant noodles. Instant noodles are a pre-cooked and dehydrated noodle product designed to be rehydrated quickly with boiling water and paired with an included seasoning packet to produce a fast, simple meal. The noodles are pale yellow, dry, and tightly coiled into a compact brick shape before packaging. To make them, fresh wheat noodles are steamed to cook them fully and then flash fried in oil, which removes most of the moisture and creates the porous structure that allows rapid rehydration. The accompanying flavoring packet contains a concentrated blend of salt, monosodium glutamate, dried vegetables, and artificial flavoring compounds designed to simulate the taste of broth or sauce. When prepared, the noodles become soft and slightly springy, absorbing the dissolved seasoning to produce a salty, savory result that varies by variety and brand. The texture is chewier and denser than handmade noodles, with a mild oiliness that remains from the frying process. Instant noodles are most commonly chosen by students, solo households, and those who need an inexpensive and fast meal with minimal preparation. Velveeta. Velveeta is a processed cheese product made from a blend of natural cheese, whey, milk proteins, vegetable oil, and emulsifying agents, resulting in a product with a very smooth, creamy consistency that melts uniformly when heated. It has a bright, saturated orange-yellow color, a soft and pliable texture at room temperature, and a mild, salty, and distinctly manufactured flavor that differs noticeably from aged natural cheeses. When melted, it becomes extremely smooth and pourable without clumping, graining, or becoming greasy, which makes it a reliable choice for sauces, dips, and casseroles. The melt behavior and flavor consistency are its most defining qualities. Velveeta is typically chosen by those who want a reliable melting cheese product with a mild, approachable flavor for use in warm dishes and comfort food applications. Deli Meat. Deli meat is a category of processed protein products made by grinding, emulsifying, reshaping, or curing animal meats and then slicing them thin for sandwiches and snack use. Most commercial varieties are not cut from a single intact muscle, but are instead formed from meat trimmings that have been blended with water, salt, nitrates, starch, and binders and compressed into a uniform log shape and cooked. This forming process allows manufacturers to create consistent slice shapes, controlled flavors, and extended shelf life that would not be possible with whole cuts of meat. The flavor is typically mild, salty, and slightly smoky depending on the variety, and the texture is smooth, soft, and slightly rubbery compared to home-roasted or freshly carved meats. When sliced, the interior shows an even, featureless cross-section with no visible muscle grain, fat marbling, or natural variation in density. Preservatives such as sodium nitrite are included to maintain the pink color and prevent bacterial growth over the refrigerated shelf life of the product. Deli meat is commonly chosen by those looking for convenient, ready-to-eat protein that can be prepared quickly and stored for extended periods without significant quality loss.